Kind of classy. Dude wins a bit and spreads the love. Hopefully he tipped his dealer. Let's draft a little priest. What is our best opening legendary we can get? I don't know. 3 mana, 3/3. Copy each 1 cost card in your hand. 1 cost card. That could be like Draconic Studies and stuff. Pip the Potent, or we could just take Confessor. Confessor's probably fine, right? I wonder if there's any data on either of these. Confessor. 50 and 54.5. Pip is 48 and 57.1. Interesting. So I guess it's like, if Pip is really good in your deck, it's probably better than Confessor. But if you do your draft and don't have any 1-cost spells you want, or if you don't end up with any 1-cost spells, like when you have Pip, then it could be, you know, just stuck in your hand for a while. Alright, I think I'll just take this. It's only 7 mana. Power Word Feast is good. Power Word Forbid could be good too. I think I will take a Power Word Feast. Like, it's just kind of feels nice to have one. Jerbeck, thank you for the 20 months. Take the sexy lady. She's a sexy lady, right? I'm hoping that's who you meant. We could take Shard. I think it's fine. It's kind of interesting. I sort of feel like Grace might be okay. My 2 priest decks have been so control-y that I've had some turns where I kind of just do nothing. It feels like, you know, 3 mana, discover an 8-cost card. Discover a Reno or a Zyrella could be decent. Are you going for Dread's Priest? What's Dread's Priest? Is that where you skip all the fun cards and get all the broken, boring cards like Death Imp? I don't think so. What's up, Rudy? Rudy, I'm so glad you're okay. What the hell happened in this town? Do I take the dragon? Look at this pip value we lost out on. I could have had a Sky Talon and a Shard of the Naru. Retired Priest? That's a Dread's Priest. They said it, Dreads, not me. It was funny. It was well timed. But hey, you know what? I won't stand for that. I won't stand for that. I'm 2 for 2 on Priest. No retires here. I don't know. Nobody can trust you anymore. Super shit. Yeah, it was super shit. I'm gonna take this dragon card. Ooh, Eye of Chaos. The other cards kind of suck. And, you know, who knows? Get some tendrils. An insane priest run, and he beat 9 barcodes. Wow. That's a lot. Ooh, I love Banker. I would like a death, but I think I want bankers. I want to take stuff. I feel like, honestly, a couple of my priest games have already gone to fatigue, and taking a card out of my opponent's deck is just, like, there's some value in that. I wish I had taken whatever the first Power Word Priest was up against. I can't remember what that is now. I don't really want to, but I can't take a Life Drinker, and I can't take a Flash of Heal or whatever. Flash Heal. Barcode Priests are going to be awful. I mean, it's all awful, right? Let's be honest. It's all awful. Anytime you... Yesterday, I can't even tell you what I lost to at the end of yesterday's stream. Every run for the last, like, year just ends to something horribly frustrating because it's always... like the best deck you've ever faced that beats you all the time. All the time. Yesterday's stream ended to a paladin. Okay. So on turn 2 he forged. On turn 3 he played Musclotron. I have 4 minions on board. He has nothing on board. On turn 4. His turn 4, he plays a 2-mana 4/4 that buffs his whole hand, and a 3-mana 5/7 that free kills my board. The game's already over.
Forza Kataka.
So he has a 2-mana 4/4, a 3-mana 5/7 that free killed my guy and healed itself, the little rush. Then I silenced that. I already know the game's over. My deck was pretty bad. His turn 5, he casts a 5-mana 10/8 rush with lifesteal. So he's at full health now. I have a 1/1. He has a 4/2, a 2/2, and a 10/4. I kill his 10/4. I now have nothing on board. His turn 6. Hold on. I don't even remember what happens, but thank you, Statman. Hang on. I just have to see this one more time. His turn 6 is a 2-mana... Wait. A 2-mana 6/7. Wow, I can't believe I actually made it to turn 7 in this game. I thought we were done by turn 6. I play a 2/1. I play a 2/1 and a couple of 2/3s. And then his turn 7, I believe, was the death blow. in which he played 4 mana 10/11 with Reborn and Rush, a 2 mana 5/5 that draws him a card,
Welcome to dog poop in the mouth.
and a 2 mana 10/11. Sorry, a 0 mana 10/11. And yes, he was a barcode.
To dog poop in the mouth.
He was a barcode. 0 mana 10/11, a 4 mana 10/11, Reborn,
Welcome
Rush,
to dog poop in the mouth.
and a 2 mana 5/5 that draws him a card. Rudy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Stat man, good to see you on this weekend. Thank you for the 100 bits. I'm gonna take this Student of the Stars.
Dog poop in the mouth.
Wow, I want Banker, but I love Invasive Shade Leaf. Actually, I absolutely love this song too. Ghost in the Shell, what's up, dude?
Welcome to dog poop in the mouth.
I'm gonna take another Banker. I'm gonna hope to get some Shade Leafs though. Mechs, no mechs for me. I think Deputy's fine. More value, more cards. Cards good, value good. This is good. I actually like Ram Commander a lot too. I guess that kind of helps our Warder. Gives us a dragon in our hand. It's really good too. It's better on board than the Commander too. Ooh. Do I have to Student of the Stars? Get rid of my PALETRESS? Maybe. More Bankers? Cool. I don't think I had a single Banker in the other 2 pre-stacks. Convert. Convert seems good. Those 2 drops seem mediocre. I know Dreads probably wouldn't take the Stars of the Line. He doesn't take the fun cards for you guys. Oh, something in my eye. It's a glass shard.
Welcome to dog poop in the mouth.
Rudy, thank you for the 6 gifted subs. This guy's been out of power. He didn't have power for 5 days. And he's out here gifting subs. What the heck? Thank you, Rudy. Alright. I guess I'll take an injured hauler. Does restoring a minion to full health count for an overheal? Convert is so dumb. Yeah, you know what I want is that Shadow Word Yoink. Okay, so let's think about this. Bishop? It's kind of bad on curve. Well, actually, Bishop just kind of looks like shit in my deck right now. It's okay on hauler, it's okay on student, I guess. I'm gonna just take Fishy. It's safer. I do like Bishop. If I had better 2s, if I had better 3s. There's a 2 I can play. Floaty, thank you for the prime. Wait, we've got a hype train going. I need some more emotes from the holiday set. Come on. Oh my god, I only need 1 more. Hype, please. Yes. Thank you, Statman, for the 100 bits. Another dragon, I guess. They get better at multiples, even though just 2 dragons isn't enough. But maybe I hold whatever Wrangler dragon I get. Here's a bad dragon. If you're holding a Holy and a Shadow spell, deal 3 to all. I have no Holy spells, no Shadow spells. Do I have 1 Holy? I have 1 Holy spell and 0 Shadow spells. But it is a dragon. And the other cards kind of blow. Does... Oh, Seeker can get Student of the Stars, though, huh? That could be worth it. I just hate this card. Why does it deal damage? Even when that card came out, the fact that it dealt damage to both sides of the board is awful. Statman, thank you for the 200 bits. I'm going to take the Seeker. Because Student of the Stars could be decent. I'll run a Chain Gang. I'm not a big fan of Wave of Apathy. I did feel like my pre-stacks, even though they did pretty well, both of them, I've kind of felt like a lot of the turns I was doing nothing. And being able to just play a Chain Gang, bait out your opponent to do more. Right now, my deck actually doesn't do a lot. Like, it doesn't have a lot of removal. Those decks had like nothing but removal. My deck is mostly like actual minions. Rudy is going hog wild. I wanted this Deliverance. Thank you, Rudy, for the 10 gifted subs. I played a generated one and didn't realize that it hit my board today. Oh, I'd like to see that clip. Zelda, thank you for the 41 months as well. And Rudy, thank you for the 10. Sorry, for the 10 gifted subs. Have to have different spell types. It's a 4/4 and it hits my shit. Yeah, right? It's an understated, hard to activate card that destroys your own board. Hey, I didn't pick this song. YouTube picked it. God damn, Statman has conditioned my YouTube algorithm. It played it on its own. I'm taking this Deliverance. Dreads, do you remember we revealed Deliverance together? I think Ram Commander's fine. Actually, pretty cool card when Stars Align. If that card was made now, it would heal your board if you have a Holy and deal 3 to enemies. All enemies if you have a Shadow. Yeah, and it would be a 4/5, right? Or a 5/4. It would probably be a 5/4. What is all this stuff? Hey, Red, hope you're well. Happy New Year, dude. I was stuck. I got iced in. We had an ice storm. I had no power for half the day. I just, like, a couple days ago was able to leave my apartment. Boomy, thank you for the 100 bits, and thank you, Statman, as well. I'm going to take this Alchemist, although I don't really want any of that. Maybe I should have taken that Dragon card. That awful Dragon.
Welcome to
This is
Dog
okay,
Poop
but
in
man,
the
I like Buster. Even if you're not an Exit class, I like Buster a lot. Let's see. Transform into an 8/8 copy of a minion in your hand. The other cards are pretty bad.
Then that's a long time.
1, 2,
Faccina
3,
che ride.
4. I mean, I could take one more 2. What copy? I guess an 8/8 PALETRESS would be okay. 8/8.
You have a nice boom.
This thing? Okay, maybe. I've never drafted this card. You live in Oregon? Yeah, I live in Oregon. For now. I don't really want any of these. These all were okay at one point, but seem not so great
Chiocciola
now.
Bumizaico.
But I guess Smug is probably like the best card here, I'm assuming. Dreads would retire this without thinking? Yeah, that's true. He doesn't do a lot of thinking. I want Conjurer, I think. This is sick. But I think I have 0 shadow spells again. I have 2 holy spells. I never have any shadow spells in my priest deck. Alright, I'm going to take this, and if I can get one shadow spell offered, please. Happy to still pick up a Conjurer. Oh my god, saved. Alright, and our last pick will be a Duel's Treasure, Zelda. Think about that. The first day, Dread's got all the best treasures, and then today he got all the worst treasures. How have I done? I've done a pretty good mix. I think I've had like 1 or 2 good treasures and like 3 or 4 awful treasures. I would say these are just fine. Butch has +1/+1 for each friendly beast that died this game. I have no beasts. Oh, it's another shadow spell. Interesting. Aren't these garbage? I mean, Vampiric Fangs is not a garbage card. None of these are like premium. I think... So we were talking about it a lot in Dose's channel this morning, and then briefly in Dreads' channel. Everybody has varying opinions, but I think most people kind of want the same thing. There's like 10 or 12, probably at least, treasures that are just like so bad. Like they feel worse, much worse than most of the cards in your deck. So getting rid of all of those or buffing all of those into something relevant would be cool, I think. And then there's like 3 or 4 treasures that feel like so good, they feel like cheating. And getting rid of those would be cool, or scaling them down a little bit. These ones I think are all kind of in the middle. This is more of like a hunter card, probably. Somebody said their opponent played a 2020 Butch against them, which honestly, a 5-mana 2020 with Rush that you have to work really, really hard for all game is probably not even like that good. That probably wouldn't even be on the list of the 4 or 5 best ones. I mean, if it was always in 2020, sure, but it's usually not. Like, for me, it's like a dead card. Like, I couldn't even take it. But I think Vampiric Fangs is fine, and it is a second shadow spell for our Spirit Guide, so I dig that. Deck looks underwhelming, does it? I feel like it looks okay. It looks kind of fun. I've got a couple of dragons. I've got a Stars Align that can always cheese a game. I've got 3 bankers. But yeah, it's interesting. My other priest decks all had a ton of Novas, and they all had a couple of those, like, Shadow Word Steals. I had, wait, did I not get a height, please? So high, Ballroom Blitz. You want to throw on Ballroom Blitz? But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what it does. But my other priest decks had all removal. This is almost all minions, but at least it's got cool cards, so whatever. Ballroom Blitz. Look at the guys. I gotta like set up a display capture or something, a window capture, so I can show these more easily. Look at the guys on the cover of this album. Look at they've all got the same hairstyle, and it's a unique one.
I can't do that.
Did I miss anybody? I hope not. Thank you to Statman, Abumi, Zelda, Rudy, Lodi. Appreciate all the support, guys. Jerbeck might have got in on that. Very kind, far too kind. I think I'm just gonna play this, and then probably just rip this. Ripper's rocking out to Ballroom Blitz. I love Ballroom Blitz. I love Ballroom Blitz. Does Sweet have any other good tracks? Somebody wrote, the top YouTube comment is, I'm a 3,000-year-old vampire and I love this song. It really takes me back. Taunt. If you're holding a demon that costs 5 or more, gain some stats. Oh no, this guy's not active, huh? He destroys your deck. Have they fixed that yet? Are they gonna fix it? Ready for the new season of Warcraft Rumble. I think I'm gonna take Lifebinder Skip because I think this only gives me Tidal Wave, I'm assuming. I don't necessarily want a Tidal Wave. Yeah, I'm ready. Are they doing anything? Do you think Blizzard fixes anything for Arena? Better play it as a 5-mana 8/8. Well, it looks like I don't really have a choice. God, I want to do this, huh? Guess what I could do? What I could do is play like this, add a couple cards, play Blast Mage, and then maybe like clean this up. Holy shit. I have no idea. I can never figure this out. It's too early in the game for me to do nothing. Or maybe it's the perfect time to do nothing.
Power unchained!
I am confused.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
I don't know if I've ever seen this card actually get value.
Job's done.
Okay. I got 6 secrets worth of value. Usually it just does nothing. Like, makes a banana card or something, or I cast a Eye of, what's that card called? Eye for an Eye or something? The song fits this turn's cycle, it does. Alright, Ballroom Blitz. Alright, we'll play one more from that era, okay? Hey, this guy has the same haircut as the guy from Ballroom Blitz. I guess if he's pinging the lion, then I get the 2/2s, right? So if he pings, he dies.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
I'm actually kind of BMing a little, but I want to actually know what nature spells are in, potentially. Could be valuable to like just see the nature spells early in the meta. Let's get the deck tracker on screen. I haven't done that. Oops. Let's pay out the last bet. Let's do a bet now. Get a little bit of a cheat sheet with 1 win. Best class, Priest. Stars Align in my opening hand.
Anduin versus Valera.
Watch your back.
The light shall bring victory.
Could probably keep that, but I've got some decent 2s. Oh, you know what 2s we're missing? Is the 2/2 that discovers... What the fuck? That's unfortunate. The 2/2 that discovers
Greetings.
legendary minions, or even the 1/2 that discovers death rattles. Those would be nice cards to have. Hey, I was gonna say I want this card. Cool. Red, you have great taste in music. Sometimes I got in trouble with you once when I played Tatsuro Yamashita. You said it was disco. The Japanese funk from the 80s. I got in trouble, I remember that day. There should be a bonus when you draw 3 3s. Agreed. Ooh, Mida. After you cast a spell, Spellburst, cast a spell from your deck that targets this if possible. I don't know what that can cast. I guess I'm gonna get hit in the face, so Mida looks pretty good here. Wish I had drawn a couple more minions, but I can't control that. But yeah, you should get 3 extra mana crystals if you start with 3 3/3s. 3, you know, anything. Alright, let's take a look. Power Word Feast is decent to put on this card. I mean, it's just free, right? Grace of the High Father, pretty good. Deliverance, awful. Pretty good odds to get something beneficial. But if I could draw that Deliverance first, that would be helpful. So I can convert his guy. Oh. What's this card say? Okay, well then I might as well do this one, right?
Become the hero this world needs. Brightness goes.
I looked away and I came back and I have a Zyrella in my hand. And I have a Mida... I have a Mida Death Rattle. New hero mini. Who's the hero? Maybe I'll log back in. I haven't uninstalled Rumble. And then if you guys don't remember, this triggers every friendly death rattle that happened this game. Every friendly death rattle. Hey, here's a death rattle. And guess what? It's friendly. Above and beyond. What do I think about the Chinese stock market? I don't know much about it, actually. To be honest with you, I don't know anything about it. Hope it's doing well for those that have the money or whatever, have the stocks. There's a death rattle.
The Tauran constellation is extra bright.
So it triggers every death rattle, and then our hero power becomes heal for 5. And it flips to deal 5 damage.
Oh, I'm just borrowing them.
I forget what Seraphine does exactly. I know it does something good. Replace the minions in your hand and deck with ones from other classes that cost 2 less. Kind of cool. I guess I could do the same thing. But do I even want to do that? Aren't the minions from my deck mostly good? Mostly? I'm not so sure I want to convert that. So I could do this, and I could just death that. I can heal here, push here, kill this treant. Kristid, thank you for the follow. Is this a death rattle? Is what a... Oh, is this? Did I get hype, please, on the last one? It's toilet paper. Yeah, I saw that. Why? How come I didn't get hype, please? I wish he didn't get that card. Well, maybe I'm fine with that. How much am I taking? I can still play Zyrella next turn. I also have lethal on board.
Hang on! It's a rocky ride!
The desert sun strengthens my rays.
I did.
You caught him on the ropes. What is Arena now? You know, that we didn't need our hero card, and we didn't need our our treasure. It wasn't all that different. Navy Orc. So those are the new modern barcodes. Navy Orc, you know, Blue Eagle, Green Elk. Any of those names are at least new accounts that have the best arena decks you've ever played.
Anduin versus Tavern!
It's basically Tavern Brawl 2.
I'll make my own fortune. The light
Green
shall
Tortoise. I really like this song. I think it's great. Ooh, I think that hand is pretty doo-doo. I guess it's just PALETRESS. I need to get that card, Stars Align on Curve every game. Ram Commander and Stars Align has been a delightful treat. Anti-Killer, I don't know what you typed. I'm going to translate it and then try to answer it, unless it's mean, and then I'm going to waggle my finger at you. Hello, brother, how are you and how is your health? You know what? Let me go ahead and answer that for you, but I'm going to answer it in Russian.
Can't go round, go through.
All right. Thank you again for the kind message.
I need to find a new
What? What the heck? Oh my god, Google Translate. Damn you. Damn you. But thanks, man. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Your voice is much higher when you speak Russian. Chickens? Tomatoes? Google Translate messed up. I was trying to say thanks, you know, welcome to the stream. You're a good friend of mine. You have a, you know, thank you for the warm welcome. Thank you for the kind words. Whoops, I missed saying hello to the stat man. Hey, you know what? That's a pretty big fuck up. Does this do AoE? How does this work? I could heal my face. Is that gonna go off?
Use your head!
Redbeard, hey, what's up? I can't read all of these though. Does anybody know? Is this gonna trigger and can I heal my face? I feel like Dread's over here, roping out the turns and begging for help. And that's my friend Dread, so don't you guys be saying anything bad. Graham, I bought 2 Ravnica remastered collector's booster packs today. I bought 2. Nobody knows? I think it's gonna go off, but I'm not actually sure. Wait, why wouldn't I just heal my face anyway? His name isn't Dreads, it's Monty. I never met somebody named Monty. And then I met Dreads. Boom, boom, boom.
Light cannot exist.
Why did that cost 5? Oh, from Timeline Accelerator. Boom, boom, boom. I'm either gonna get a death or the thing that eats the thing. Okay, let's see what this other message was. Fly to Moscow. Bathhouse girls, wine, cinema, and dominoes with Meto. What's Meto? I don't know what that is. Oh. I've got problems. I've got solutions. Maybe? That card can come out of there. Why? I'd say I like that. Maybe it was better to just kill it, shoot it, trade it. But now I have a 3/3 containment unit. Do you open any heat in the wrap? I haven't opened it yet, Vigil. How are you? I haven't opened them yet. I'll probably open them at the end of the stream, but I'll message you what I get. I'm guessing a serially numbered Shockland, probably. Watery Grave, probably 2. Watery Grave and... You know what? Let's not get greedy. A Temple Garden. How was your sandwich today? How was your sandwich today, Vigil? Vigil, do you know I opened up one of the serially numbered dwarven rings from Lord of the Rings?
You do worth the effort.
I don't know if you knew that, but... Yeah, just... Oh boy, I want a sandwich. Well, you can't because Vigil already ate it. I think. I don't know. Serially numbered blue land is gas, regardless of the color. Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, I don't really care. And they had a couple more there, so Shocklands. There's like borderless. I like the old bordered ones more. I'd be pretty stoked with just a Shockland, but what else is in there? Oh, there's Cyclonic Rift. There's like anime Cyclonic Rift and stuff. But they're just fun. I played a lot of Ravnica, so I'm kind of happy just to like look at the cards and the commons and stuff even. Okay, I mean, probably just gonna rip this. All right, the we need to get Whelp Wrangler or Ram Commander. That would be great. I had an Italian Sandy today for lunch. It was excellent. It was a sandwich Friday for me. Why is Friday like a cause for? Why is Friday a cause for why can you not have a sandwich on like a Wednesday? I don't know if I told you recently, but I lost my spinning media hard drive a couple weeks ago. Guess what was on it? 200 gigabits of illegally downloaded pornography. That's my guess. Ooh. Wait, a lot of this is garbage. I don't know, just something I did with my stream since I stream at lunchtime on Fridays. Oh, okay. I've never noticed that. And I have seen a couple of your streams. I've never noticed a sandwich theme though. I don't know if this is good. I kill this, which is good. Maybe I force him to make this trade in hero power, which would be okay. And it's good that I have this.
Foe vanquished.
Thanks for the sub. Hey, thanks for the sub. Thanks for gifting one to Vigil. I hope he appreciates it.
Strike now.
He's not a very appreciative guy, that guy. So, you know. All of my drum videos. Oh, no. But some are uploaded onto YouTube, though, right? Zeit's been doing Enchilada Fridays. Nobody yells at him. Who's Zeit? Oh, that guy. Yeah, he's okay. That Zeit guy, he's alright. I want to spell out of his deck. Ooh, no wolves for you, sucker. I could do this. I can do that. What taunts do I have? Oh, I have some good taunts. I get this. I get to pull a taunt. And then he'll take the free kill, probably. His guy will get even bigger. And I can just kill it later. That's fine.
I like to think they teach me.
Light cannot exist.
Unfortunately, I've drawn my only two shadow spells, but here we are. Drawing our shadow spells. Interesting. Glide could be okay. Shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 4 cards. I mean, that I'm probably gonna end up drawing me more cards than Spectral Oversight anyway. I guess I'm gonna use this one. We float a mana. And I guess I'll play the 6/6 instead of the
The two are one.
3/6. But yeah, that sucks. Stat. What happened? Like you lost it, or like it got corrupted and destroyed? 20 hours of drum videos. Well, that's okay though. You can make new ones, and you can take the things you learned from your previous drum videos and like improve upon them. Right? It'll probably be easier to replicate with the knowledge you have now. Maybe. Hard drive failed. Oh no. We were worked on and uploaded to YouTube, and all the rest are gone. It didn't back all that up. I'm kicking myself. You're gonna come back a year from now and have 40 hours of incredible drum videos. That's my prediction. Need NAS stat. What's NAS? Is that a word? Is that a person? Are you talking to me? You like my remix?
Decline.
Seeing double?
Really was kind of... The Redbeard trick finally worked. Alright. Now, I'm gonna give that partial credit. I pointed it at him, pretending like I had some damage to see if he would concede. Now, when that really works... is when they have lethal on the board. And you pretend. That's the real Redbeard trick. But I'm gonna count that. It's kind of working. It works about 1 out of every 1,800 times. If I knew you were hanging on stream, I would have done an arena run for you. Pull the old red special. My greatest fear in life, Vigil, is werewolves. My second greatest fear is that I'm gonna watch somebody on Twitch and they're gonna think that I want to watch more Arena. And they're gonna insist on playing Arena. And out of kind-hearted politeness, I'm gonna have to sit through a part of an Arena run. But I will say here now, amongst friends, I consider you perhaps even my best friend in the whole world. For the love of God, please don't make me watch any Arena ever. I watch a lot of Dreads, and he streams Arena, but I don't really watch the Arena. I just troll around. Sometimes, like, chat will make a comment about the Arena, and then I'll find myself, like, copying them to troll him, but not out of a love. I like playing Arena still most days, but I have a hard time watching it now. Good for you. I finally realized the brand doesn't stack in Battlegrounds, so I'm chilling there. You know what's so funny? I was watching Dreads play Battlegrounds. I watched the Battlegrounds more actively, and I don't even know like how to... Right? Right, one more time. Darn it. That was so close. I thought if I shook my head, it would go that way. I don't know the cards that well, everything. And I don't know the heroes, all of them. I haven't really been playing as much Battlegrounds. But Dreads was playing, and he picked like a tier 7 hero or something. And then its ability was to... Its ability was to... Ooh, like double your battle cries and your death rattles, I think. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool cards, you know, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. And then he bought a Bran and then like played it on his board and like took his turn. And I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? Doesn't he know whatever that card is and Bran don't stack? And then everybody in chat was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then he was like yelling at them. He's like, I'm buying Bran because I want to double my battle cries. He was like yelling at him. And I just was thinking about you the whole time. I was like, my God, he's pulling a vigil right before our very eyes. Before our very eyes. For those of you that don't know, I was watching Vigil. And probably like 6 times he bought 2 brands. He just kept buying 2 brands and then playing them on the board. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? It was only later that I learned that Vigil didn't know that 2 brands don't stack. You need 3 brands to get 2 times battle cries. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh. Oh. A 3/4 and like whatever junk they give me here. I'm gonna wait a turn and see if I can get Drilly to die. I was gonna say I get to progress the treasure 1 more, but I actually just gave up my other treasure cards. So I kind of like I'm not really getting that far ahead. I guess I could wait till all this stuff dies and maybe get a really good one of those. Play that. I'm probably not going down to 15 for a while. Dreads is a cool guy. Dreads said on chat today, on stream today, that he thought he could kick a 20-yard field goal. I sincerely doubt his ability to kick a 20-yard field goal, to be honest with you. Makes sense from a Magic background, okay? It does, yeah. No, I wholly agree. And I'm only kidding around, and if you ever think I'm being malicious, I apologize. I don't think you think that, but if you did. It's like the the thermometer, you know. Like the thermometer that you used on your behind.
There's simply nothing I can do.
There was simply nothing I can do. I hope I hit the Zilliax. Red, malicious? That's impossible. Vigil, take a memo on your Newton. Beat up Martha. No, beat up Martin. I ruined the joke. Beat up Martin. That's like a top 10 joke for me. Do you remember that one? I forget if... Take a memo on your Newton.
Hope, citizen. It is not safe.
How innovative. How innovative. I like it. Oh, Lord. Does Banker steal or copy? Steals. It doesn't copy.
Where's your alliance pride now?
Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't want to rehash our massive argument from earlier, but half of chat could kick a 25-year-old field goal. Our argument? Were we arguing? I didn't see you clarify my joke, but Droder laughed at what I said, and I felt a swelling sense of pride.
This cannot be done.
I've got a sneaking suspicion I'm probably not going to go down to 20. I think a 1-mana 6/6 is better. Do you know Skinner's real name offhand? Armin Tanzarian? Armin Tanzarian? Principal? I'm serious about the bet. Sorry, I missed it. You should take bets to see if he can kick a field goal, and I will bet $500 on no. First try, I would put $50 on no for sure. Nailed it. The other day, I think I was telling you, last week, I watched, I believe, the New York episode, and then fell asleep on the couch. But I was in like this status of I was in this status of like half sleep. And I'm pretty sure that episode was playing in the background while I was like half asleep. And that probably is a contributing factor to why I was like, I feel like it's like when you listen to like a language learning tape in your sleep and all of a sudden you wake up and you're fluent in Portuguese. I feel like I remember that episode vividly. Even though I haven't really watched it in a long time. Nice dragon. You screamed at me. And then you DM'd me and said, keep those bad takes on Cols's chat. Because I assumed we were fighting. No, I was just telling you what you needed to do. I didn't realize you had any notion of fighting back after I told you what to do. You know, I gotta admit, I like this Cols kind of thing. I think this Cols thing's pretty funny. I like Cols. I know Dreads and Cols kind of don't get along. They don't really like each other or even respect one another. I think Cols and I have a mutual respect, and we've disagreed and handled it like gentlemen in the past. Dreads went a little, far, inciting the arena civil war.
This isn't my first rodeo.
But I like this Cols guy. What was I saying? Oh, I like that this bit. I don't know Dreads at all, but he was saying he could kick a 25-yard field goal. He said 20, I believe. But so Dreads, he's pretty fit, but he's not athletic at all, like you or I. You know how you play hockey and I played a lot of youth sports growing up. He's not athletic in the same way. He's been an Angels fan. I want to describe this guy to you, Vigil, just so you can get a taste of the madness that we all endure in the afternoon. He was an Angels fan for the last 20 years and has since become a Dodgers fan when they signed Ohtani. Okay, there's your first, whoops. I've told him he's not a Dodgers fan. We do not accept him. You said enough with Angels fan, exactly, but now he's trying to claim to be a Dodgers fan. He says he's going back to his roots from when he was 6 years old. He's allowed to switch back. I said no, of course. He thought he could beat Cowboy Cerrone. Okay, he didn't think he could he thought he could last one round in an MMA fight with Cowboy Cerrone by running away from him in the ring for 5 minutes. To which I told him Cowboy Cerrone would undoubtedly kick his head off of his shoulders, which I fully believe would be a possibility in that fight. I played one-on-one basketball against Dreads, and you know what's funny that we just brought up the some Simpsons quotes? It kind of was like watching Lisa try to bounce the basketball, only with some double dribbles mixed in. He does a lot of double dribbling, 2 hands on the ball, but when it slipped out of his grasp, it was usually bouncing off of his face. He was keeping the rhythm of the dribble going. He's using his face on accident. So yeah, I don't think he could kick a 20 or 25-yard field goal. Personally, I don't believe that he could. Double dribble never gets called right now. I was calling him left and right. When he told me to shoot for it, I sank a couple of uncontested 3-pointers. Can I post a video of what I think Dreads playing basketball was like? Sure, absolutely. That 3-5 is an absolute menace here. Is he gonna help me?
There's simply nothing I can do.
Deal 1 damage, summon a random minion of that cost. Is that a new card or an old card? What is that card? Never heard of or seen that card in my life. I guess I could use it. It doesn't seem great. Alright, I'm gonna take this. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here though. I feel like that's a tall task for any normal person, athletic or not. Oh yeah, I agree. That's sort of his thing. Is he's got a what's the word? Unsubstantiated kind of belief he can do things. Order lol. Whoops. I can hit there. Take another spell out of his deck. I think taking him out of his deck is kind of nice. 3, 1. I mean, that could be the honor kill we need. Or I guess I could use it this turn. I want to play that. I want to hit that. I guess I'm gonna play one, and I guess I'll shoot one and keep one. There. I was dying at how mad Dreads was at that comment. Oh, the Coles one? I didn't see it, but I imagined it was very funny. Oh, I can't watch this whole clip. I've seen this, though. Rip Philip Seymour Hoffman. This card's so good. So good. Philip Seymour Hoffman's great. I've actually never seen Along Came Polly. Do you think I should watch it? What comes out of here? Just like pure unadulterated pain for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kill the Beast, I guess. That movie, Happiness, is great. Happiness? He's amazing in that movie, Along Came Polly. I haven't seen that much with Philip Seymour Hoffman. But I like, Paul Thomas Anderson. I mean, I'm gonna need this, but I can't play it, and that kind of sucks. I could play this, maybe. I'm just kind of dying, right? He's got 100 buzzards, and he's got buzzards and beyond. Let's rewind. You're telling me, Red, that you don't think about Arena after streaming it 8 hours a day? I think about it, and I try to think about it less. I try not to think about it, if possible. It's not always possible. This is frozen until you cast a fire spell. Okay, well, it's probably not casting a fire spell. Problem is, I'm kind of just dead. I can heal this, deal some AoE. Maybe I should have played this. Kind of need to play this. Maybe I do this. Heal, I buy a little time, I die a little bit later. I also have horrible dreams about working. Yeah, I think about Arena and, you know, how I need to change what I'm doing with my life sometimes. I go to sleep now. Hey, Rudy, thank you for the 16 gifted subs. More importantly, thank you very much for the support, and thank you more importantly for living through the ice mageddon of Southern Oregon. Was too much, man. I could heal for 8, but how do you ever win? Like, you need a taunt or a rush or a lifesteal or a card that has all of those keywords, probably. Good card, and it doesn't help me.
Forice Mageddon.
For Ice Mageddon, hey, thanks so much, man. Thank you so much for Ice Mageddon. And then what do I do? 8, 10?
Got a knack for this. Recipe.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the support, Stat. I was iced in here from Friday until I didn't really get out until Wednesday, but it was pretty easy to get out and about today. Even yesterday, it was still a little. Everywhere I go, though, man, the line at Barnes & Noble was probably 20 people deep when I just, like, looked to see if they had any magic cards. They did, so I waited. And then within very relaxed lifestyle in that regard. But I look back and there was another 10, 15 people behind me. When the whole city was shut down for, like, 4 or 5 days. The supermarket has been a madhouse. Barnes & Noble, apparently, on a Friday afternoon at, like, 2 o'clock was just, like, I don't know. People, like, I think are, like, haven't been able to get out for a while. Now everywhere is super crowded. The mall. I went to the mall, too, just walk around. Looked at Panda Express, decided it was probably better if I didn't eat it. Looked at it, but everywhere is packed. I was 2 hits from my first death on Bongo Bongo. Bongo Bongo was always the hardest part of that game. Thank you for the raid. If you guys don't know, Mr. Team America, PJ, he's a Ocarina of Time the streamer, I looked, he was actually the #1 Ocarina of Time streamer today. He was the biggest Ocarina of Time streamer. That's pretty cool. He is working on speed running it. He's going to be doing a co-op with Clint Stevens and ZFG soon. They're going to be doing a 3-way race. They're going to be doing a 3-way race. There was someone who showed up for the first time and they just backseated. Backseated a 25-year-old Nintendo 64 game. Can you imagine? Wonder what they're doing now. Probably not worth wondering about. Isn't that the first place you went after the lockdown? As soon as it was safe? I hightailed it to the local Barnes & Noble just to chill. Me? Which lockdown? The COVID lockdown or the Ice-Mageddon? Are you experiencing Ice-Mageddon? The first place I went to was the supermarket, and there was no food there. I was like, this is a bit of a scam. Threesome with Clint and ZFG. Is that the other guy's name? Is that the streamer that does Ocarina of Time? I always remembered Clint was second for a long time, and ZFG was first. He couldn't beat ZFG, but I don't think it was really even close, if I recall. I've been pretty reckless with my farts lately, and my fart count is down, but tonight I've got a good feeling brewing from deep inside. I'm rooting for you. Clint streaming Ocarina of Time. He did Mario 64 for a long time, didn't he? I watched a lot of Mario 64, and I watched a lot of Clint playing Zelda, so I found it very difficult to watch him playing, I found it very difficult to watch him playing Mario 64, because, you know, he was learning it. Battlecry, gain 2 bonus effects, and, lest we forget, excavate a treasure. Wind Fury and Stealth. Okay. Got a lot of Wind Fury. Got a lot of charge. That was not the worst, I guess. Toes, I love this guy. Me? Am I Toes? I'm Toes. They call me Toe Man. I watched Clint play Super Mario 64. It's insane how much skill it takes to speedrun that. It is insane. You know what, Zachy? I watched so much. That was like my first foray into Twitch. Was watching GDQ in like whatever, 2016 or 2015 or 2017. Probably 2016 or 2015. And watching people speedrunning. And then realizing that people were doing it live. I knew people speedran. I remember all the way back to like JTV. People going crazy about stuff on JTV. But I didn't actively watch a lot of JTV. But I was like, oh, let me watch it. And I watched Punkation and Cheese play Super Mario 64 and Clint play Ocarina of Time. And I remember going over to my friend's house and he had his 64 hooked up and he had Mario 64. You know, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the Bomb-Omb thing. I was like, I'm going to go to the top of the Bomb-Omb mountain and I'm going to be in front of Bomb-Omb. I'm going to jump over him and I'm going to throw him fast. And it was downright impossible. I couldn't do shit. It was so difficult. It was so freaking difficult. If I play this, I can't play that. If I play this, I don't know. I could hit anything other than the 2-3. Oh god. Just going over that way. I could play this one. I could play this one. Maybe that's better. Is it better? Do I really need to heal these things? I think this is better. Hit. I guess like I could do this maybe, like this. Something like that maybe. Have you ever even heard Disturbed, the band? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or are you saying have I like been disturbed? Sometimes my sleep gets disturbed by meddling blue jays outside my window. How are you today? I'm doing pretty good, Tukir. What did I do today? Taz and I watched another episode of Stranger Things. She's never seen it. I've seen it several times, but we're on season 2, and I haven't seen season 2 in a long time. And you know what I'm gonna say? We're not at, I don't know, I hope Taz isn't here. We're not at the bad episode of season 2 yet, but I think season 2 of Stranger Things, I think I at least have underrated it a little bit. I think if season 1's like a 10 out of 10, season 2's like a 7 or an 8. And I don't really remember 3. I think 4 was like a 1 out of 10.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
But
I can wait no longer. Taste my
it was good. It's still good. We're like halfway through season 2. And I felt like most episodes have been pretty strong. And Sean Astin in season 2, he's phenomenal, man. The band, if I say heard disturbed, you think of nightmares? I have a hard time sleeping. I stopped after season 3. That's probably for the best. 4's not good. I like 4 more than 3. Just recently watched it. 1 out of 10. It's kind of like a joke at a certain point. It sort of becomes a bit of a joke. I can play this and play this. It will kill that. I actually don't really have a way to kill that. Otherwise, I guess I could play this.
I need to find a new gig.
We know it's gonna deal 2. This guy's taken 1 damage. I could put that in my hand and get 1 for 1. I guess... Is this only enemies? I guess I'll take this. And then next turn, I can play these 2. It's at end of turn. This is at end of turn. But if I played, like, let's say, for example, I played this, and then I put this on, and then I played this, I assume this would go off first, and then this would go off, I'm assuming. That's my assumption.
Light cannot exist.
I'm gonna squeeze in a heal. I just don't think I die as long as my HP stays above 0. Top 10 80 song, this one. I'm not a huge fan of this song. It's good. I'd put it top 200 probably, at least. It's I like Age of Consent by New Order. I'd put that one maybe in the top 15. It's a 10 out of 10. I'll give this song at least an 8 out of 10, maybe a 9 out of 10. It's good. It's good. And I like New Order, don't get me wrong. But you gotta put like at least one Pet Shop Boys song on. You gotta put on John Bon Jovi's entire discography. Okay, maybe not. I might be kidding about that. But Queen was putting out tracks in the 80s, and I think Thin Lizzy did too. Come on. What about Brother Louie? Louie. Proud of you for supporting one of chat's favorite songs. I know that's hard for you sometimes. It is. A lot of chat's favorite songs are terrible. Pet Shop Boys. I actually don't really know the Pet Shop Boys that well. Watch this, Rudy. I thought Rudy went to bed. What an utter delight this is. I forgot you know who Thin Lizzy is. While I know who a lot of these bands are that I don't really listen to actively, you know, but I absolutely love Thin Lizzy. Search Age of Consent Jeopardy for an all-time cringe. You know, I'm a little scared to do that. I'm a little scared to type that into my computer machine. You don't want to keep 3 quick draw cards in your opening hand? You know, they're not the worst. This is not the worst quick draw card because you're still getting value. And pulling a spell out of your deck can sometimes be better, as if your deck is like synergistic or whatever.
4 channel support. We should all support this awesome streamer.
Am I
100
supposed to
bits e
coin
ogni
that out?
dollaro.
Am I supposed to just rip this and then have things to do in the future? I don't know. So I get to play non-priest cards, which means if I play Walking Mountain, then I will get another Walking Mountain from my tests. My problem here is... I guess I don't really have a big problem. Just gonna play it through. You're the guy with the magic store from YouTube. No, that's a different Rudy. Test Priest, let's go. Could be good with these benevolent bankers too. I can pull shaman spells. Tumbleweeds, although tumbleweed maybe is bad. I'm sure there's lightning storm maybe. What else can I get? You know what I could get, I think, is a shapeless constellation copying Walking Mountain, and then maybe I can get 2 Walking Mountains.
There is a lot at stake.
There's a lot of stake. Okay, so I can death that. Oh, tell me I have a dragon. Oh, what a absolutely absurd turn if I had a dragon. And yet, guess what? I don't have a dragon. I give more than $1 to a bum on the street. Hey, thank you for the $1. Pet Shop Boys' big hit was West End Girls. That's true. That's the one I know, and I really like it. Thank you, Statman, for another 100 bits. We should all support this awesome streamer. 100 bits is only $1. That's 3 benevolent bankers in my deck, and at one point against a rogue, I stole Shadow Step twice. And at the end of the game, I stole 5 cards from their deck with bankers. Cool. Did you win in fatigue? That's cool if you did. Deal 1, 2, 3. Mythical Terror. A great mythical terror. What's my best draw here? Maybe Spirit Guide? I'll take the banker.
There's simply nothing I can do.
These are worse with tests because they can hit my side of the board. I am also floating mana this turn. Oh, I get 2 of them. But these Steward of the Scrolls, which I think I'm maybe not guaranteed to get, but probably pretty close. Those can be quite corking. Those can be quite powerful. I can get Shadow Word Steal some of their minions and continue juicing my tests potentially. Oh, he's gonna Excavate? Wait, you can draft this card? I thought this card... Oh, he discovered it. I think this card might be undraftable. Has anybody seen this card drafted? Has anybody been able to find that card?
A charming composition.
That would have been good. Dragon? Should I play that? I just did. It's draftable? Okay. I haven't seen it. I've only done 1 shaman, but I don't think I've played against a single person that's had one either. Candies! Oh, that's a big swing. I guess... Oh, mine would be better. Darn it. He wouldn't have been able to swing if he had hit mine, because he already swung once. What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck did I do wrong? Wait, I want his cards. How many cards did he play? Is that everything? It's such a good test card. I can take a hit and then maybe just drop the Walking Fountain. I can also use this to scoop stuff up too. 4 cards? He cast 4. What didn't I get? Oh, the Lightning Bolt? That's perfect. Do I get him in the order that he played them? That's sort of interesting if you do. It looked like I did. Which would mean the order you play your cards actually matters against a Tramheist. Like, you should think about that against Priests. Because Lightning Bolt's the one I wanted the least. Yes, it's ordered? Okay, cool. I won in Fatigue in that game because they 777 and stole all the other spells out of their deck. You stole all the other spells out of their deck. Including the Horn Treasure. Nice. Nice. I can kill 1. Guess I could play these first, see if they do me any good here.
Don't let them harm the eggs.
Tracking their movements.
I mean, I'm getting more guys. Like, as long as he doesn't like surprise double bloodlust me, I'm gonna be able to just gain whatever he pushes back.
Never be afraid of your inner power.
What do you think about including a treasure in arena decks? I haven't been too bothered by it so far. My opinion on the treasures is that most of them are bad, and some of them are broken. But that's true of pretty much every card in Arena. It's funny, I think if you had just called it an Arena-only set, if these were all new cards, but they were like the exact same cards, and they said it was like specific cards they made for Arena, I don't think anybody would care. I don't think anybody would be all that upset. I think people are upset because they're duels cards and because they got shoehorned in. But I don't know. It's just a semi-interesting pick at the end of your draft. I'm okay with that. Boy, I was gonna play this. I kinda need to play this. I can't really do this, huh? He's gonna freeze. He'll unfreeze if I hit this one, won't he? But if I hit here, he won't unfreeze? Is that correct? I'm pretty sure he unfreezes here. Because I have another valid attack. Whereas if I hit here, I think I miss 4 attacks. Is that crazy? I think I missed 4 attacks if I hit this. Is it a random treasure better than a Cobalt Geomancer? A random treasure is better than a Cobalt Geomancer. But I would say, like, for example, a random treasure isn't better than Benevolent Banker, Hex, Wildpaw Caverns, this card. I don't think it's better than any of those things. Don't have anything good. I can get 4 cost things here. Could have also played this and found a... That sucks. Well, I guess I net gave it 2 health. Could find... what? Deliverance? That's annoying. What else have I cast from this? Is it just that one thing? Play this and deal 2 to the whole board. That could be decent. Notice me, Redbeard. What's up, Astro? Good to see you. Healing is fine. Fine, relatively fine. I'm gonna get to discover a card if I do this. Can Deliverance something, but let's start here.
I need to find a new.
You got the location? Oh yeah, the location as well. It's a good turn. I have one more Benevolent Banker. Conjurer.
Don't keep your thoughts
Could
to
help me.
yourself.
Did help me. But I suppose not in the test sense. My fangs or a copy of one of his cards. Oh, that would have been good. I mean, I'm at full health right now, and I have Spirit Guide to draw shadow spells. So let's take Convert. Maybe we can get another like ideal test card. You could discover a 6-mana card if you use the hero power and a minion first. Yeah, but then I wouldn't destroy the whole board. That would be a much, much, much worse play. But oftentimes there are many, many terrible plays you can make. I would advise against making them if possible. Remember, that card clears the entire board if you overheal, not just if you heal. So I would much rather do that. Confessor PALETRESS. I can convert this. I'm very good at finding the terrible lines. Chat does typically excel in that regard. The overheal would increase, so the damage is more by 2. I'm not sure what that means, but it doesn't matter how much you overheal. Whether you overheal by 1 or overheal by 1,000, it deals 2 damage. It doesn't deal damage equal to the overheal. It does the overheal amount. That's not true. That's not true at all. I don't get why the overheal triggers on a heal to full effect. I'm not sure either. But Chidori is very committed to being wrong. I respect it. I do. I'm not sure why. Typically, I'm more inclined to ask questions to learn things rather than repeat the wrong things. But different people have different priorities. I love playing Priest. Yeah, I actually like Priest being good, personally. I like the classes having variety. I like there being like variability within the classes over time, if not within a meta. I would be disappointed if there was no movement during a mini set and a shuffling of things. Why does that card do 2 damage AoE again? I'm not so sure. No, I forgot I cast these as well. Also, I just want to say too, I know I sounded a little rude. I just want to... Sometimes it's annoying when people tell me things that aren't true repeatedly. Red's way of humoring you. Yeah, I'm sorry if I get a little snarky. I don't always want to hear it, like when I am wrong. I don't always want to sit here and hear about how I am wrong on stream.
Give me your best shot.
Even if people are right, which isn't always the case, right? Cobalt Geomancer. Yeah, that could have been better for me. It could have been worse too, I suppose. I can double trade and get my guy back. I can power word feast. I want to do this though. What if I get a 8 mana PALETRESS out? That could happen, right? Let's play this one. There's an 8 mana Thalnos, so at least draw me a card. Maybe I don't want to draw a card.
Take this time to consider your past deeds.
Magic in the wrong hands leads
Shoot it with spell power. What was that card? Yeah. That'd be okay. But then I don't get this, right? But yeah, that was probably fine. I wanted to give some insight for the future, but remember the text of the card badly, it seems. I appreciate the thought. It's a pretty sick legendary roll. Yeah, that's definitely a good one. And we got lucky to get the PALETRESS from that. Certainly not guaranteed. Some of the shit Dose's chat says to him makes me want to reach through and strangle him. Well, so that's another thing too. And Dose is he's a great guy. He's a great streamer. And, even Dose and Dreads are actually more similar in that way. I would say of all the streamers, I give credence to chat's plays the least. And some streamers, that's the whole, Dreads memes aside, will oftentimes say to chat, like, what should I do here? What do you think I should do here? He engages chat in that way. The last thing I ever want to do is ask chat for their plays and have to listen to 800 people telling me the wrong play and 6 people telling me the right play. I learned that lesson very early on in my streaming career. That is a contributing factor to why you will rope a lot and then start screaming about how you don't have enough time. I think so when you kind of condition your chat in that way, also they will you'll get more of that. You'll get more backseating, you'll get more second guessing, and that's good for some streams. It's better to learn that way for everyone, and the streamer can actually probably improve incrementally as a player that way. But man, you have to suffer through a lot of moronic messages just for everyone that actually would help you. So anyway, point was I don't have a lot of interest in that personally. Mine will freeze the target now too, just a heads up. I was here when you asked chat. I did ask chat for a play earlier today and nobody could answer me. And I thought I knew how it worked. I just wanted confirmation. Powered Feast. Red, ask us what to do, please. What do you guys want to do next turn? Play the Banker or play the Student of the Stars? I don't care. Because then you have to sit and rope and wait for chat to decide. And half of the people are going to pick the right play and half are going to pick the wrong play. Reds is playing BGs, asks chat what to do, ropes looking for answers, and then makes the most suboptimal play. BGs is hard. It's just hard. So Dreads and I and Judge and Dose and whatever, you get a certain level of proficiency because of how much you play the game. Now, some of those guys are going to be better than me and so on and so forth, and I might be better than some other people who are maybe a little farther down the I still think I want to heal my own minion. But when you switch to a new game, you lose that proficiency, even though you're playing Hearthstone. And that is, very quickly forgotten, I feel. I did the same thing when I played Battlegrounds. And even when you play Battlegrounds off stream, streaming a game, you're not you're 80%, 90% as efficient at. It's difficult. And then when you start, again, relying on chat, everybody's going to give you different answers, and you don't know if they're giving you the right answers. If I ask somebody what to do in Arena, and somebody tells me, play this card and, shoot yourself in the face with it, I'm going to know that's wrong. In Battlegrounds, you don't always really know. I'm going to heal and freeze my guy, I guess. Which kind of sucks, but it did cost 0, so... I might want to just play the 6. I might want to go, to heal. I might want to bring my heal out. So, whichever is the wrong play, do that one. Yeah. Anyway, so defending Dreads a little bit, playing Battlegrounds, is very hard. And, I was, at one point, just under 12k off stream, mostly. playing a little bit on stream. I was just under 12K, and even then streaming it and not having like the ability to just focus or like watch YouTube and, you know, decompress in between the turns and stuff, it made it very difficult. So even then, like, I was just off the leaderboard in Battlegrounds, and I would just absolutely kick turns on stream because you're second guessing your plays nonstop. You're having a couple hundred people tell you you're doing the wrong thing, and they're all telling you different things. Red, they love you, but they don't love you. Who? Why? Play the student in case they hit you with the guaranteed glide and the banker gets shuffled back in your deck. Okay, you know what? I think that's possible. My thought was, I didn't care if he pinged. He had a 2/3, and if he was pinging me on 3 mana, I was kind of okay with that. Humming a what? What did I give up? I gave up a 5/7 for a 6/6, but I also, in the future, can probably capitalize on some of this. I have 2 duplicates. Do you like being told when you miss lethal? Not really. I get that that's part of the territory, and some missed lethals are more annoying than others, but I usually just tune most of them out, because it's like it's one of the least interesting things you can type in chat. It's one of the least interesting things. Like, we pretty much are having conversations nonstop about different things. Hearth sometimes, movies, music, life, my day, you know, whatever. It's like, imagine not being able to identify that I'm not even paying attention to Hearth like 80% of the time and thinking that then I would care to discuss a miss lethal. You haven't missed any lethals? No. But I just imagine if I were to miss one, that it would be very embarrassing and very embarrassing. Do you think I could play this? Maybe. I mean, I'm not dying this turn. If he has another Blizzard or Fire Sale type effect, so be it. Then I'll just heal next turn and play 4 more Light Bugs. Footwalls, farts, and fajitas. I thought about getting fajitas today, but there's not a, there's not a lot of good, like, actual, like, even, like, there's not even a lot of good, like, fake Mexican food. Bunker? 1 to all minions. Oh, well, that's like a double counter. Stops me from playing this next turn, too. But Baja Fresh does a suboptimal fajita, but it's still good food, it's pretty good. Redbeard, I heard you like baseball and football. What do you think is better, the Cincinnati Time Wasters or the Las Vegas Red Rocket Dogs? Probably the Red Rocket Dogs. It's a good question. Just one that, needed to be answered. I can play this twice. I hit that, and then I hit it again. I hit it, and then I hit it again. And then this one dies on its own. I go down to 12, and then I play this, and I hope I'm not dead. Or I heal for 13. I have a 5/5 on board. I'm at 28. You can put me down to 19. Maybe that's just safer.
Just a pinch of it.
I think it's close, though. But if he's keeping an extra couple shitters on the board, maybe my my rune will just deal with them. Keck W. Redbeard likes big hairy footballs. Biff bam, I saw them flying like 2 big hairy footballs. Baja Fresh. I've gone there since 2003. What about 2002? They've been around since 1998. They were established and founded. I just feel like it's disrespectful as fuck. You want to spend your time and mental energy telling a streamer how to play the game, rather than playing the game yourself. Well, yeah, that's exactly it. It's a lot easier to assume you would have made the right play the first 999 times, and then Keck W at the one play you saw better than the streamer. People feel validated in that, right? That is a fairly common thing on Twitch. Something good. Okay, that's okay. Run cards is okay. Fire Lancing is okay. Bringing freezing one of these sheep could be okay. Have a taunt? Oh my god, I do. Just drew it. Thanks for answering. The Red Rocket Dogs. Cool. Yeah, that was pretty good for me. Mostly killed his board. Drew a couple of cards. Got a hand buff and summoned a minion. And drew one of my duplicates. Thusly setting up a Freya Straza to be more Powerful. Oh, and I'm gonna kill his little sheepies too. Everybody's looking for validation in these times. Yeah. It's like looking at Mike, yelling at Michael Jordan saying, take it to, oh, well, people do that, right? People go to sports games and tell people to shoot it. Pass the ball. Oh, what the fuck is this guy doing, you know? People think they can beat Brian Scalabrine in a game of one-on-one basketball. He's a professional player who made, you know, $14 million playing basketball for his living. People think they can beat him in basketball. So yeah, it's the thing that people do. This just draws till my hand is full, right? So what I like about this is I'm getting deeper to my duplicate, and I'm not burning a card. I have mana. Since it's cheap, I have mana left over to drop some stats still. Love the Scalabrini YouTube. How's Sebastian been handling the cold weather? Oh man, he was... Grev, I know you're invested in Sebastian's well-being. The worst day of the freezing, we lost power here. I don't know if you were here, my stream cut out. And I luckily had some firewood set aside and some fire starters. And I was like, fuck it, it was warm in here. I've been running the heat all night. So it really wasn't a warm, I couldn't see shit. And my phone was not dead, but it was dying, you know? My phone was dying. And, so I just lit the fire, and the place was, you know, nice and toasty, and I had the fire roaring. I'm an expert fire tender, as you would probably assume. And then he came up and was at the door. I was like, oh, cool, I'll let him in. But I've been hearing trees falling all night. I just assumed he was inside all night. But trees were crashing down all over. And as soon as he came up to the back door, I was like, okay, cool, I'll let him in. And the fire was crackling and popping like nobody's business. And it scared him. And he just bolted. And I got really scared for him. But he just bolted. And it was like the world was an ice rink for about a week. And I was like trying to run out there. I was like slipping. I think I dislocated my my kneecap. Haven't been doing a lot of walking since then. And I tried to find him because, you know, I was scared. I didn't want him out there. But then, like, after a couple minutes, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'll go back in. And he ran around. It's not that far, but he ran around and came out to the front. And I let him in. I was very happy that he came to the front. And he ran straight under the bed. And he never goes under the bed. And he was under the bed for a while. I had to feed him under the bed. I don't always feed him, but I was like, I don't know how long he's been out. I thought that might help calm him down. So I just, and the bed is positioned in such a way, and he was in a position under the bed where I couldn't easily reach him. So I had to lay on my stomach in the corner, like pressed up against the wall, so that I could try to comfort him. So then my one arm that wasn't dislocated was falling asleep. But yeah, he wasn't really liking the cold weather. I guess is the point. Last game. All right, Statman. Thank you as well. Sorry, I was telling the cat story. I really appreciate the 100 more bits. You are, to me, too kind. What? Bolton... What the fuck is going on here? Oh, hey, I have this card. I can't use that. My mistake. Huge misplay.
For last game.
Hey, Stat, you're too kind, as always, to this old, very old lump of coal. I appreciate it. Hey, did you like that was on time, Statman? Hey, it says light rain and snow right now. What the fuck? Better not be snowing ever again here. Poor Basti. Red, I'm gonna buy us an ice house for fishing. You can drink my booze and use my hotspot. Oh, God. Is that your butthole? No thanks. You should get us a nice 24-ounce ice house beer. Don't you live in Arizona and where it's 120 degrees? The hell are you talking about an ice house for? Mr. Red was busy with a dead phone and no power. He had to feed an adorable kitty. It was a trial of his time. My phone actually didn't die until the next afternoon, but I was trying to be responsible. It wasn't... I wasn't charging it. And I oftentimes will just think to myself, like, oh, I need to charge my phone just before ice storms. I was like, just in case, you know, I don't know. I live by myself. I'm old. My life alert line might not work, you know? Help! But I didn't. And I felt so foolish. But then I was like, well, let me not play around. But I still was taking pictures of Sebastian and sending them to Tasney. I thought, you know, it was probably a good use. I came out of the casino positive tonight. Hey, that's great. Were you positive for an STD or positive in money, though? Because one is better than the other. Money has no value to me. I don't think Ice House is in a business anymore. This is a thing. I thought it was like you're going to buy a shed on top of a frozen lake. Those battery packs are pretty cheap and handy. You can charge anything and you can run laptops or jumpstart cars. Yeah, I should definitely have some. Before the next winter, I will have more supplies if I'm still here. You should just have some stuff, right? But I'll have more wood. I'll have more wood. Maybe some batteries. I gotta get a pair of ice cleats. Or at least those little things you can put over regular shoes. Do I have any elementals? I don't.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Hope you don't have two left feet.
The Tauran constellation is extra bright.
Tracking
I just need crap out of my hand. Tech, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I'm always rooting for you guys to win when it comes concerning your gambling addictions. Thank you so much, Tech.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
If I streamed my job, I'd get constantly fired for broadcasting clients' information. That's good, though. Working is lame. We're getting a hype train. Maybe. Thanks, guys. Take some of my winnings. How much did you win overall, if you don't mind me asking?
next on the chart.
Keep in mind, this is not legally binding for
Poop in the Mouth.
Uncle Sam. Harold says hello. What's up, Harold? This deletes your deck, and you get nothing. No treasures, no nothing. It feels wrong. I am the turd mother. I really don't think he's gonna win, but I'm happy that they're deciding to continue playing. Thank you, Harold. Good to see you. Thanks again to Tech and the Statman. It's kind of classy. Dude wins a bit and spreads the love. Hopefully he tipped his dealer. You're supposed to give them some money too, right? I put it in the Hearthstone channel. Okay, I'm going. What am I looking at in there? Oh my god. Oh, did you get the elemental lady? Elemental lady? The double stats or something? 400 playing blackjack? That's great. My brother, every time I've been to Las Vegas with my brother twice, and every time I go, he just loses everything. He usually brings money that he's comfortable losing, and it is fun. I don't really play. I don't play mostly because I see him just losing, like, you know, something like $500 to $1,000. But they give him a free room, and he gets free flights from his credit card points or something. He says so. He doesn't really care. I mean, he'd probably, I'm sure, prefer to win, but... Add a new NPC to Guild Wars who in the story is able to communicate with you telepathically. The devs decided to show this by making the character use the actual in-game player whisper function, so every time I see I have a whisper, I think I made a new friend. And it's a stupid NPC. That's depressing. Was a Redbeard disposable bot roll if I've ever seen one. That was a Redbeard disposable bot roll. I agree. You have to pay tax whenever money moves. That's how taxes work. That's too much sometimes, though. Especially when the times they take it away from me. I used to play high-stakes poker with my friends. One night I lost $200 to them, and that was enough of that. Is that high stakes? Charles Barkley lost $10,000 per hand. And he lost like $14 million, didn't he? I guess it's all relative. Would they make him pay if he wins? Probably not, no. But, who? What? I don't know if any... What are we talking about? It was high stakes for me at the time. Yeah. I mean, it's all relative. For a streamer, that sounds like incredibly high stakes. If you're a streamer, you don't have any money. You're not allowed to have any. You're not allowed to have any money or future. Friends. Or happiness. Got Therazine and cast Gift of Luminance to make a copy of it. Okay, I'm glad I figured that out. At least part of it. My first thought was Black Rock and Roll, but it didn't seem like it would have. It wasn't enough. Taxman is one of my favorite Beatles tracks. You know what one of my favorite tracks is? Sunny Afternoon? Sunday Afternoon? Must not be one of my favorites. Sunny Afternoon by the Kinks. And he talks about how the taxman's taking all his dough. I think that's a good line. The taxman's taking all my dough. I think that's what he says at least. I never really checked. Ooh, could have been worse. Thank you, Stat, for the 100 bits. We're not quite gonna hype, but that's okay. 0% tax. Oh my god, Wicked Kitten commenting in hot with
boobies, 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 boobies.
This lady has boobies. She shares boobies. She shares bits. What more can you ask for out of a friend? Thank you so much, Wicked Kitten, for the 113 bits. Highest tax bracket in England in the 1960s was 95%. That's too
Chiocciola
high.
Wicked Kitten 13.
Or maybe it's too low. What the fuck happened to my board? How did he kill my board?
There's simply nothing I can do.
Do I want his shitty... Do I want his shitty prize? I think I'd rather just have his X, wouldn't I? No offense, I just mean it's like kind of shit. I don't want it. Red likes Beatles. I do like the Beatles a lot. Not as much as Gesticulate, but more than Deformed Poet. And we're hyping now thanks to Wicked Kitten. I don't know, Gesticulate, can you help me figure out why I didn't get hype, please, when we got a tier 3 hype train earlier? Is it in a different tier? I thought they were all like the same. Does Poet like the Beatles? He does, yeah. Can you heal my face? I must have an elemental. I must have a beast, right? Got a Naga, I've got a nothing, I've got a nothing. I've got a... Oh, I do have a beast. Okay. You just get an 8/8. I guess that's okay too. I could heal my face and make this trade. I could also shoot his guy and push. I only deal 2 damage. If he doesn't kill this, I like this better. But if this just allows him to like bump it and Maelstrom Portal us, then I don't like it as much. Hype Please is in tier 4. Oh, okay. Oh man. I was hoping with all my funky stuff going on that I would have denied his ability to hex one of them. It's the little totem that could, man. I only have 1 shadow spell left. Kind of want to get this down. There's also a distinct possibility that this card actually doesn't do anything good for him. Still 1 guaranteed legendary, and that's it. A guaranteed legendary on your first pick, and a guaranteed duels treasure in your last pick. And there are like 20 or 25 duels treasures, something like that. Do we just kill Ringo, men? I'm getting ads. That's crap. You shouldn't be getting ads. I don't have any holy spells? How do I not have any holy spells? An 8/8 version of one of the cards in my hand. It's a little awkward, but it's also kind of cool. I mean, eventually that's got to do something bad for him. Why, it already did. It killed this guy last turn. So no legendaries possible. Correct. Only 1 legendary per draft, and it will be your first pick. No moths in your deck. Moths? What's this about moths? Are you a McCartney man or a Lennon man? I'm a McCartney man. I'm a Harrison man. I'm a Harrison main. And a Ringo enjoyer. I sincerely and thoroughly enjoy Octopus Garden. I would put Octopus Garden in like maybe my top 35 Beatles tracks. I don't have a dragon. No dragon. Give him like taunt or something garbage, maybe? Oh, poison! What did this one get? Give each of your minions a bonus effect. Did it get stealth or something? What happened? Get stealth. Like any other pop artists, just the Beatles? Are the Beatles pop? I guess they were kind of pop. Yeah, I mean, sure. I like good music. I don't really care so much about a classification. I mean, Michael Jackson's pop, right? I don't listen to a ton of Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackson's got a lot of bangers. Love Pool was a pop song. I'd consider the Beatles more like classic rock than like straight pop. They're very experimental too. Even when like they got away from like really poppy stuff, I thought they were quite experimental, weren't they? If you go throughout, like their first couple albums are very simplistic, but they're very good. But even from a music theory standpoint, they're doing a lot of much more complicated stuff than like a traditional pop song. The classic rock, yeah. I mean, I'm sure at the at the time they were pop. Like, is this a pop song? I don't really. I have a hard time classifying music. I kind of just don't like to like overly classify music in general.
There's simply nothing.
Or if I do, I don't like to get in these like argument. I'm not like, I mean, Taz and I, we don't really argue too much. Usually when I'm doing something stupid. But like I don't like to get in like, oh, this isn't prog rock. This is prog clown rock. This is demon hardcore new metal. You know, it's like, okay, well, it's just. They have a guitar, right? All right, it's like kind of music. It's music in some capacity. I don't want to take anything. This song sucks. I will disagree, but the recording of the drums in this track is so clean. The drum kit is so clean. It's such a good recording. Can I have my AoE back? Maybe you didn't want me to turn it up. The drums sound so good. Kick. How to distinguish a treasure card from a neutral one. All the treasure cards are neutral. They're not class specific. I play this. I need to heal, potentially. I gain another 6, but I might not have a death target for a while. What made me ask was my dad asked what music you like, and I mentioned the Beatles. He said, so he likes pop music. I said, yeah, I suppose some. Not modern pop, though. He said, well, yeah, of course, no one likes modern pop. Tell your dad I like classic rock. Who are your dad's favorite bands? I'll pretend to like some of them. But your dad's around the age of my dad. I bet your dad and my dad have somewhat similar music tastes. And I like a lot of the stuff my dad liked. Is there a death? Do I have to hex one of these? I'm just screwed. I guess if I had kept that thing, maybe he wouldn't have played it, though. He probably would have. Dads probably love Screamcore. Some do. I'm always dead, right? That gets hexed. That gets traded. That gets healed. I have another dragon, so it's probably better to play this one. And let's just spend our mana in case we get like a PALETRESS, maybe. And it's Dylan and Springsteen. I like some Bob Dylan. I like some Bruce Springsteen, but I prefer Zeppelin, the Beatles, the Doors, Queen, Bowie over those guys. I like you know, the Strokes from modern stuff, more semi-modern, I guess. My youth, I like the Strokes and Radiohead, and I like Weezer a lot. I like Block Party and the Silver Sun Pickups. I'd say like this stuff, kind of some of the stuff playing now is a little after my generation, but I like a lot of Tame Impala, Still Woozy, stuff like maybe some younger people. I saw Still Woozy like 2 years ago or a year ago. And man, I don't know if we would have got there with these draws, even if we had saved it, but maybe. But this is just junk, huh? This game really made my deck look and feel worse. Made it look and feel worse. What about Bono? Are you into EDM? Not really, no. I don't really like U2.
Well played.
The treasure I could have stolen. Stars align. What happened? He dealt with the stars align. You know, he got the poison. He got the poison from this thing that kind of screwed us. We used the thing just to summon a 6/6. To be fair, I wasn't assuming with 2 cards that he was going to summon like 6 minions or whatever. I like Red's taste in music. I've been leaning into 90s pop lately. I like that song by Macy's Playground. Is that Marcy's Playground? Marcy's Playground? Sex and Candy or something? I remember that being on the radio all the time. Darude Sandstorm. 90s grunge is better. See, I was never into grunge. Again, that's for sure before my time. But I even, like, as I started to formulate my own music taste, I just didn't really get into grunge too much. I like Nirvana a fair amount. Like, I can listen to most Nirvana tracks and be like, yeah, this is good. But like Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam, like not really my thing so much. Sex and Candy. All right, you want to listen to Sex and Candy? We'll pause this, play this. That's music. I have searched this previously. Marcy's Playground. Marcy Playground, not Marcy's Playground.
Reach for the sky.
The Tauran constellation is extra bright.
90s playlist somewhere. And this isn't on it. Let's put this on. This is an absolute banger. What does Rudy think about this? Do I get any credit for this one? That guitar lick. It's so good.
There's simply nothing I can do.
Devious stares in my direction. And he's so handsome. Is he? Like, is this 90s pop? I would consider this 90s pop. But if you told me it was 90s alternative rock, I think, can both of those things be true? Both can be very good. This might be like the best that I can get the Power Word Feast while I'm off. Like, I might be off the board later. This is a good one. There's a small screen on the bottom.
Pick the one, silly.
But like, I heard all this stuff. I mean, this was probably on like Kiss FM. Sometimes, you know what YouTube will show me is like the top of the charts for like certain years. You guys ever seen those YouTube shorts or whatever? They'll go over the songs that were at the top of the charts and like play it 1 second for each week it was at the top. Those are usually interesting. You like a 90s pop song? Sure. I might not play it, but link it. And I can at least throw it on a 90s playlist if I've heard it, or if it's not total dog shit. If chat consents to it not being total dog shit. I think I did like a little 90s. Oh, this is a different song. No, this is the wrong one. What was this one? Who sang this? Oh, this one. Oh, that was a different song. How about this? Is this a 90s pop song? I'd consider this probably a 90s pop song myself.
The Tauran constellation is extra bright.
Tracking their movements.
I bet Statman would like this song. Is he? I think he's gone, right? I think he probably went to bed. It sounds like it sucks. You don't remember this one? The chorus, probably. I love this song. Chat loves it. This song rocks. Wait, did he do the chorus yet? I really don't mind. That water went down the wrong tube. I'm having a hard time. This is a good combo, but so is this. I'm gonna hold this still in case I draw my Wanderer. I can remember 20 different AMV set. I can only remember about 20 different AMV set to this song. What does 20 different AMV set mean? Those are words that I'm not familiar with. Oh, what the fuck?
None can falter.
Wow. Great.
I am all possibilities.
This is awful. Badful? You know, I wouldn't put this on the top of my list of 90s tracks. I haven't heard it in a long time. It's worse than I remember, but I didn't remember it as one of my favorites. All right, we gotta find something to pull Rudy back in. We gotta finish it though, because some people in chat like it, right? I agree with Rudy, it blows. I like the Marcy's Playground track 10,000 times more than this one. Audio Slave, hey, what's up, Stat? You know what's funny is YouTube is recommending Like a Stone. That's one of the possible paths we might want to go after listening to this. And I like that song. What's the name of this song? This song is called Kryptonite by 3 Doors Down. Alright, it was good that we didn't lose 2 in a row. We might go 9-3, but we might go 10-2. What 90s rock pop songs do you like? Missed healing value from Vampiric Treasure. It should overheal you. We did? Yeah, remember I told you? Like, it played Hysteria, and I didn't pick it. YouTube, I told you you were impacting my my YouTube recommendations. Can we? Sorry, I wrote this backwards. Can we put this one on? I was listening or as AFK of AFK to my music. Okay.
I smell blood.
Why do I wait? Why do I?
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
I'm jamming to 90s pop hard today. My European friends introduced me to Scooter. Now I need new friends. What is Scooter? Is that a website? Like Uber, but you get on the back of someone's scooter? This shell game? I guess I don't want him to get all that value at any point. Would have been nice to play this and just double trade them, but I like taking spells out of their deck. Look up their music. I might do it off stream if it's as bad as you're making it sound like it might be. Yeah, maybe. I just rip that next turn. There's a song called How Much Is the Fish?
What lurks in the deep?
That seems to be going crazy over Scooter. Boy, do I want to rip here? Do I want to rip ass here? Might not have a choice. Cho'Gall sucks. Odin sucks. Inquisitor, not great. We actually really did not do well here. We did not do good on this one. Scooter fans are hardcore. Play my last link after this. Okay, this one is an honorary track for this is an honorary track for Statman. I could eviscerate here, but this is good. I can death that. I can buff my board. I could just leave it. I could just play an 8/8. Maybe I just play an 8/8. For the sub. This is for the sub, whoever that was. Where's Stat? What do you think about this Muse song? Do you like this one?
This guy's tough.
Need to draw our armor generating cards now. There's probably a death rattle that can give me armor. There is a chance that I can trade it freely into what comes out. Otherwise, it's just the same thing. Wow, that's gonna be tilting. In a different turn at a different time when that is, I won't be able to kill one of those. Let me listen. Okay. Never heard it. I played this one for you. You might have not been listening though. Tom Petty dancing at the zombie zoo? Are you trying to appeal to me, Rudy? Are you trying to appeal to my good nature? Do you know that I absolutely love Full Moon Fever? Painted in a corner And all you wanna do is dance down at the zombie zoo.
This cannot be done.
It was Grev. Grev wants that? What modern singers bands do you like? I don't know what constitutes as modern anymore. I did so at the apartment complex here. Wait, that's not the part. At the apartment complex, they did just put in a gym. They didn't really put in a full gym. They just have 2 treadmills and a bike. And I was like, okay, and because of the ice, I wanted to get some more athletic shoes because I mostly just have Vans. So I went to the mall today, and I went to the mall to buy shoes that weren't Vans. So I had to go into all these like kid stores, like not kid stores, but like, first off, everything's called. All the stores are called Journeys and Tilly's and Zoomies. Well, they all sound the exact same. I was like, I don't know. I was getting scared and confused. And young people kept coming up and talking to me, which I don't really like, trying to sell me shoes. And they're like, oh, what about this? What do you think you could get one of these shoes? And I was like, and I had to explain to the young lady who was probably like 18 or 19 years old. You know, some might describe as attractive. I couldn't really tell. I just wanted to get out of there. And I was like, I appreciate it. And I told her, I'm entering my old man phase and I need you to point me to the New Balances. And she was just kind of like, ugh. Like, okay, over that way. I was like, thank you. Thank you, please. Just need the New Balances. That'll cost 3. This will cost 6. I spent too long talking about shoes to know what the hell is going on there. Just get some Kawais. I'm a Nike girl. I went to Foot Locker and all the Nikes were all the Nikes were $200. I didn't have any intentions of buying a pair of Nikes, but I was looking at them. I was like, why would I spend $200 for a pair of shoes? This song is fart, dude. This song is Giga Fart. Brawl. I hate this crab. Yeah, the crab is very good. We're in an okay spot without the crab, I'm sure. Copy. Why are they singing to Indiana Jones? I need to freeze like all of the biggest things. Oh, I could have buffed that crab. Rip. This isn't Barbie Girl. Is it the same? It's the same band? I was gonna say this sounds like Barbie Girl.
Well played.
Get crabbed, I guess. 7 damage? It's too much. Okay, I mean, that was still pretty fun though, right? It's equally annoying but not sketchy. Yeah, exactly. That's a fair way of describing it. I mean, this may end up on YouTube. We gotta get some YouTube. Hey, Golden Needle Rock. Wow. Nice first run. Not bad, not bad, not bad. What was our legendary? I've given up, like, writing YouTube titles that are like, this 12-win priest is amazing, or, you know, this priest is so great. I just